In this video, I want to talk a little bit about and highlight CJ Gardner-Johnson's beef with Isiah Pacheco. We know Gardner Johnson loves to talk. He brings great energy to this Lions defense, to this Lions team. It was a great steal for Detroit. He played the Chiefs in his last two NFL games. We all know in the Super Bowl for the Eagles and then week 1 against the Chiefs. To start off, let's rewind to the Super Bowl. We all remember this monstrous hit CJ Gardner-Johnson had on Pacheco late in the fourth quarter. Start off the play, they're 20 yards apart. Gardner-Johnson, the free safety, lowers his helmet and levels Isiah Pacheco going up the middle, injuring Isiah Pacheco. It was a great play by Gardner-Johnson, but we all know you're not allowed to lower your helmet. He ended up getting fined just over $14,000 for this. Great hit, but we know you're not allowed to lower your helmet. Pacheco was down for a bit after the play. I don't blame him. You have Gardner-Johnson coming 10 yards full speed, lowering his helmet right into your chest. I don't think I'd be able to get up for a few days. Just seeing the impact in slow motion is something else. Now back to week 1. This happens late in the first quarter. They're going to run to the outside with Pacheco, and Gardner-Johnson is there to make a play. This is a great read by Gardner-Johnson. He's patient and follows it up with a great tackle, taking Pacheco down for 0 gain. His helmet comes off. Obviously, he's getting hyped, starts talking his shit. One thing I've never understood, though, is how NFL players' helmets come off. I don't understand with the chin strap and how tight their helmets must be. I never understand how they come off. And when his helmet came off, he was shit talking the Chiefs sideline. I think he's yelling, "Don't fucking play with me." Starting off the second half, the Chiefs start with the ball. Mahomes drops back and dumps it off to Pacheco, who picks up the first down in a good chunk of yards. Hutchinson comes across the field to slow him down, while Benito Jones sandwiches him into the turf. After the play, Pacheco is slow to get up. He just got pancaked by a defensive lineman. As he slowly gets up and starts walking to the Chiefs sideline, Gardner-Johnson walks with him, gets in his face, and Pacheco jabs at Gardner-Johnson. No flinch from the man himself. Pretty funny. Not sure what they were saying, but Gardner-Johnson must have been talking shit. Then just a few minutes later, Pacheco gets up after a run on 2nd and 3, gets in Gardner-Johnson's face and shoves him in front of the ref. No flag is thrown. Kind of annoying no flag was thrown on this because later on the Lions get called for a soft unnecessary roughness. The ref maybe thought it wasn't hard enough for a personal foul. You see Charles Harris here asking for a flag. The Lions don't get one. Makes sense. This is the play that happens later on, which I was talking about. Sewell's going at it with Bolton. Bolton throws Sewell to the ground, and once Sewell's on the ground, he pushes him again. Obviously, personal foul called on Bolton. Sewell gets up and then gets in Bolton's face, and then they call a personal foul on Sewell. Don't really agree with this one. Then Willie Gay checks Sewell here. Kind of annoying though that Sewell got called for a personal foul just for getting up and getting in Bolton's face. I guess I understand it. If they're going at it, you're going to flag both teams. Annoying though for the Lions as nothing came of this. My point is though is that if you're going to call Sewell just for getting up and getting in Bolton's face, then Pacheco should have had a personal foul for shoving Gardner-Johnson. Anyway, some entertaining beef from Pacheco and Gardner-Johnson. I'm excited to watch their beef continue when the Lions take on the Chiefs in the Super Bowl, and me complaining about which flags were called and not called doesn't even matter as the Lions are 1-0 and took down the Chiefs. Fuck the Packers.